as some lawmakers pushed to amend the Constitution to ease what they called restrictive economic provisions. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. announced that changing the Constitution is not one of his top priorities. According to Marcos Jr., the goals of those seeking to change the Constitution to allow for more foreign investment can be met without changing the fundamental law, as there are a lot of other things that need to be done besides charter change. It can be recalled that National Security Advisor and Professor Clarita Carlos had urged Marcos Jr. to declare his position on charter change, claiming that all proposed constitutional amendments since late President Ferdinand Marcos's term have been executive-driven. The Department of Social Welfare and Development and the Department of Foreign Affairs and the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas announced the acceptance of the ePhilID as a valid proof of identity. JC Ogaire for the full details.
The DSWD directed all of its offices and attached agencies to recognize the ePhilID as government-issued identification document for individuals seeking the agency's services and programs. This includes the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program or 4Ps and Assistance to Individuals in Crisis Situation or AICS. The DFA also announced the acceptance of ePhilID as a government-issued valid ID for passport processing, which covers passport application and renewal. In addition, the BSP ordered its supervised institutions for the use and acceptance of the ePhilID as sufficient proof of identity in its supervised banks or non-bank financial institutions. This means that individuals can do financial transactions, such as opening a bank account, using only the ePhilID. The ePhilID implementation is based on the Philippine Statistics Authority's commitment to providing registered individuals with immediate access to services. For Golden Nation Network, this is JC Ogaire.
In other developments, the Department of Budget and Management, or DBM, will organize a variety of capacity building, trainings, and seminars to support in preparing local government units, or LGUs, for the devolution of functions to communities. DBM Secretary Amena Pangandaman expressed optimism that this and other efforts, among others, would allow LGUs to engage on their devolved duties by 2027. She stated that DBM will set up a plan for project identification, appropriate planning, and implementation. Additionally, she said that the Bureau of Local Finance, an attached agency of the Department of Finance, may offer guidance on how to use funds appropriately and provide access to credit or even foreign institutions. More agencies would also offer whatever help that LGUs would seek, including the Development Academy of the Philippines and the Department of Interior and Local Government. Philippine National Police Chief General Rodolfo Azurin Jr. announced that a 5-man advisory group will review third-level police officers' courtesy resignations and investigate their possible involvement in illegal drugs. JC Ogaire has a full report.
PNP Chief General Rodolfo Azurin Jr. said the first draft was distributed to members for feedback. He stated that information will come from a variety of sources, adding that this is not just an intel, but also includes documentation such as cases filed by these officers while they were working on the drug war. Interior Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. stated that the committee will conduct an investigation into police officials over the next 3 months and will submit the names of those who resigned and were accepted by the National Police Commission for another round of verification before recommending to the President. The move is intended to purge the ranks of officers. For Golden Nation Network, this is JC Ogaire.
In a separate story, Chief Justice Alexander Gismundo have said that legal education must train law students to become socially responsible and put justice above professional success during his speech in the 2023 Annual Convention of the Philippine Association of Law Schools. According to Gismundo, innovation in legal education through revised model law curriculum shall lead students towards subjects that reflects the development of society and veer them away from bar-centric legal education. Furthermore, he also explained that the court's implementation of the clinical legal education program are part of the initiative of pursuing responsiveness upon the issues faced by the stakeholders of legal profession and also uplift the country's legal education, aiming global standards of excellence. In another story, according to the data from the Program for International Student Assessment or PISA, 17.5 million of students in the country suffer from bullying. The data was also confirmed by the Child Protection Network Foundation or CPNF, where Senator Sherwin Gatchalian urged a concern as the Philippines is one of the countries to have the highest number of bullying. Meanwhile, the Department of Education or DepEd admits that there are unreported cases of bullying due to lack of guidance counselors. The Department of Social Welfare and Development or DSWD and Bantay Bata 163 formalized a collaboration to strengthen child protection efforts. Secretary Rex Gatchalian met with Bantay Bata 163 representatives to discuss ways to boost and improve the agency's child protection programs. Bantay Bata 163 will serve as an external program implementer for child protection, augmenting the DSWD's programs and initiatives. It will also develop a comprehensive child protection package with a focus on children admitted to DSWD-run centers and care facilities who require temporary shelter and rehabilitation. Up next, a news force. Manila City Government announces opening of Manila Clock Tower Museum, kicks off My Nilove booth. Ayala bike lanes to be converted to sharrows. Pasay City offers free birth, death, and marriage certificate on February 13 to 17. Stay tuned for more stories and reports when News Force returns.